What's good YouTube? Welcome to my channel, Lars and Conditioning. So you want to bench press 225. This is the way to do it. Here are 5 tips that you have to use in order to get there. The very first tip is that you need to bench more often. If you're only benching once a week right now, you're going to have to increase it to 2 or 3 times per week. You're going to have to get more frequent touches and also while being fresh. So if you're doing 12 sets right now in one session, I would advise you that you take that and split it up in 2. This is going to be better because you get more fresh touches. If you watch science-based lifters, they may say that the research says that it doesn't make a difference. However, it does. If it didn't make a difference, then everybody would just do all the training in one day and then rest for 6 days straight. But that's not reality. So you need to get more frequent touches while you're fresh. Tip number 2, you need to train your lockout strength. Your lockout strength is your ability to extend your arms fully. And this is a pain point for a lot of people in any pressing movement, both in the overhead and the bench and any bench press variations. So you need to train it. One of the best ways you can do it is to do a tricep push down. You can even do a bench variation where you do a narrow grip. You'll still get bench work, but you will also get lockout strength specific work all in one. So you can actually double dip with using this bench press variation, which would actually help you both in the bench as a whole, but also help have carryover in your lockout strength to your OHP. Tip number 3, you need to do pause reps with a bar at your chest. This is one of the 2 pain points people have when it comes to the bench press. They either tend to suck off the chest or they suck with the lockout strength. We already covered what you need to do with your lockout strength. So you need to pause it at your chest. So this is one way you spend more time where you're probably weaker, and this will actually help you to learn to explode off your chest, so that's not going to be a sticking point for you. So if you combine training the lockout strength and then doing the pause reps at the chest, when it comes to the bench press, and you give it time obviously, you will find it very difficult to have any sort of like sticking point when it comes to the bench press. Tip number 4, you need to train your rear delts, because your rear delts help create this stable platform that you're pressing from, and also help create your shoulders more stable. So the stronger your rear delts are, the better you will be off in any pressing movement whatsoever. This is a tip that will also go for if you want your OHP to be better. So this is very pressing specific, but it will help in both areas. You need to train it with rear delt flies, lines, cellular raises. You need to do something that you can actually train your rear delts. It's probably very underdeveloped, and it's not a point that you're focused on because it's not one of the aesthetic muscles or mirror muscles, so you actually kind of forget about it. So you actually need to put some focus on it. This will tremendously help getting your bench up. Tip number 5, you need to breathe correctly. A lot of people will not take in a lot of air before they unrack on the bench, which means you are leaving a lot of power in your body that you're not going to be able to express, because you're not going to have enough oxygen that you have to suck into your gut before you actually unrack the bar. And when you don't do that, you're also not going to have very good bracing either. And if you don't have good bracing either, it's going to be difficult to exert the true strength that you actually have. Just getting the breathing down correctly and get yourself braced correctly, that alone can actually add a fair amount of pounds to the bar without actually quote unquote getting stronger, but it will allow you to use what you already got. And when it comes to when you should breathe in and out, you should breathe in and out when your bar or the bar is fully extended away from you. Don't try and breathe when you're down here. You need to have it pushed out. That's when you actually have the ability for your rib cage to expand and probably take in the air and still keep yourself braced. Thank you for watching. Lars and Conditioning signing out. I hope you have an awesome